Good morning. The next article of this chapter is Fourier cosine series. Fourier cosine series. Let us consider any function f of x and this function is periodic in nature. Let us consider any function f of x. This function is periodic in nature. It obeys all the Dirichlet conditions. Fourier series can be used to express any continuous function. Fourier series is also used to express any discontinuous function, provided that the number of discontinuities in the function should be finite in number and the magnitude of the discontinuity should also be finite. If we have such a periodic function, then Fourier series can be applied to such function. Let us suppose period of this series is 0 to 2 pi. In the last article, we evaluated coefficients a0, an, bn of the Fourier series and the interval of the period we have taken 0 to 2 pi. This period 0 to 2 pi is equivalent to the period minus pi to pi. Total period, time period here is 2 pi. Time period here is also 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi minus pi to pi. This is periodic. This is periodic. Period here is 2 pi. Period here is also 2 pi. Let us represent this function f of x in the form of Fourier series. So, the general way of writing such periodic function using Fourier series is this: a0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx, equation number 1. Now, we shall write equations for a0, an, bn. We already wrote equations for a0, an, bn in the last article for period 0 to 2 pi. We shall write equations for a0, an, bn for the same period 2 pi, but in this case it is from minus pi to pi. If function f of x is periodic in this period, in this interval, this is interval of period 2 pi, then a0 for this series will be written as 1 by 2 pi integration with respect to minus x within the limits minus pi to pi f of x dx, equation number 2. an is equal to 1 divided by pi integration with respect to x within the limit minus pi 2 plus pi f of x cos nx dx, equation number 3. The third coefficient Bn is equal to 1 divided by pi integration with respect to x within the limits minus pi to pi f of x into sin nx dx, equation number 4. We have a periodic function f of x of period 2 pi. Period 2 pi may be represented by this interval or by this interval. In this article, instead of using this interval, I am going to use this interval. Before that, I have written here function f of x in the form of Fourier series, and the coefficients of this Fourier series a0, an, bn are written in equations 2, 3 and 4, where the interval is from minus pi to pi, minus pi to pi, minus pi to pi. Okay, then in this chapter we talked about continuous functions and discontinuous functions. These are two categories based on continuity of the function. Other two categories are also there. These categories are even functions and odd functions. The function you are studying may be even function. The function you are studying may be odd function. In the same chapter, we are going to study graphical representation of even functions and odd functions, and how to represent these even and odd functions in the form of Fourier series. So, I am not going into details of these things, because I am going to talk about this later on in the same chapter when we talk about graphical representation of even and odd functions. Now, if this f of x is even function, if this f of x is even function, f of minus x is equal to f of x. If this f of x is even function, then for this function we can write f of minus x is equal to f of x. Okay, it means that this is even function, even into even, this will be even function, even into odd, this will be odd function. Whenever we are having even functions, integral of this type can be written as, so this may be written as a0 not needed, this is 1 by 2 pi into 2 times integration over 0 to pi f of x dx. If f of x is of this type, f of minus x is equal to f of x. F of x will be even function. If f of x is even function, this integration can be written this way, 1 by 2 pi written as it is here. Integration from minus pi to pi f of x dx will be written as 2 times integration within the limit 0 to pi f of x dx. F of x even, cos nx even, and therefore this may be further written as 1 by pi into 2 times integration from 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. What about this? f of x is even, but sin nx is odd, and therefore f of x sin nx will become odd. And if we apply this rule to this odd function, you will have Bn is equal to 1 by pi into 0. You can, when we put this odd function as 2 times integration over 0 to 2 pi, okay, one will be negative, other will be positive of same magnitude, that will become 0. In this case, both will be of same magnitude and same sign. In this case, both will be of same magnitude and same sign, and therefore it will come 2 times this. Therefore, this will come 2 times this. It is not true for this, because f of x sin nx is odd function. As it is odd function, when it is splitted, minus integration within the limits minus pi to pi f of x sin nx dx, when it is splitted, okay, what will happen? One term will come negative, other term will come positive, magnitude will be same, and therefore it will simply become 0. That is, Bn is equal to 0, right? An is equal to 2 by pi integration of 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. Let me put it here, and therefore for even f of x, for even f of x, a0 is equal to this two get cancelled, 1 divided by pi integration of 0 to pi f of x dx, equation number 5. An is equal to, it is here, 2 divided by pi, 2 divided by pi integration within the limits 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx, equation number 6. And further we have Bn is equal to simply 0, because f of x sin nx is odd function. Okay, so when the function f of x is even function, a0 will be given by equation 5, an will be given by equation 6, Bn is given by equation 7. It means that whenever you are working with even functions in Fourier series, the term Bn is always going to become 0, and therefore there is no need to go for evaluation of the function Bn. Simply put Bn is equal to 0. If function f of x is even, there is no need to make labor of working out value of Bn. It is coming to 0 for even function, and therefore simply put Bn is equal to 0, and a0 will be given by equation 5, an will be given by equation 6. If these are the equations for the coefficients of a Fourier series of a function f of x, which is even function, this even function can now be expressed in terms of Fourier series as a0 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx, equation number 8. Now you see what is the difference between the expression we wrote earlier for f of x in terms of Fourier series and the equation 8 for f of x in terms of Fourier series. What was the earlier equation? f of x is equal to a0 plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n x plus plus summation over n is equal to 1 to infinity bn sin nx. But in equation 8, bn sin nx is not coming because bn is 0. 0 multiplied by anything is 0. And if we look into equation 8, what we find? This is a constant term and it contains only cosine terms. It contains only cos terms. How many cos terms will be there? N is equal to 1 to infinity. Infinite number of cosine terms will be there in this Fourier series. There is no sine term in this Fourier series. This is only Fourier cosine expansion of a function f of x. Equation 8 is only Fourier cosine expansion of a function f of x, and therefore such Fourier series given by equation 8 is known as Fourier cosine series. It's so simple. Hope you got it. This is about the next article, Fourier cosine series. Thank you.